Next we'll go with the next problem, third problem, relating to estimation of working capital. So given in the problem, estimate the working capital requirement from the following information. You are instructed to add 20% for contingency. So we know that working capital is equal to current asset minus current liability, add up contingency 20%, that is equal to net working capital. Next, given information, amount locked up in stock. The stock of finished goods, direct amount is given 6,000. So stock of finished goods, as it is related to inventory, it is current asset. Next, stock of materials, that is stock of raw material, it is also related to inventory, it is current asset. Next, given average credit sales. Average credit sales, when we say sales, the concern is selling it to, they are not purchasing, they are selling to a consumers, that leads to debtors. So when it is debtors, it is current asset to a concern. An export sale for 2 weeks credit, that is also current asset, that is debtor. And sale, when the concern sale, it relates to a debtor. Next, lag in payment. Next is lag in payment and outgoings. Outgoings in the sense outstandings or delay in payment. Delay in payment or outstanding wages. Wages leads to current liability. Next, purchase of material. So now what the concern is doing? Concern is purchasing. Now what the concern is doing? The concern is purchasing raw materials, that leads to credit. So when it is said as a credit, it deals with current liability. Next, rent and loyalty for 6 months, that is current liability. Clerical staff or salary for a clerical staff, that is current liability. Miscellaneous expenses 50,000, that is current liability. So all the payments are outgoings or the payment which has delayed or lag in a payment. So all these are the current liabilities. Next, payment in advance, that is payment prepaid. Payment in advance. In advance I have given sundry expenses paid quarterly, that is 10,000. Prepaid, then it is current asset. So here we have classified which and all are the current asset and which and all are the current liability. Now see here, they are given in a weeks, 8 weeks, 2 weeks. So when you consider in a weeks, when we are seeing in a weeks, that should be divided by, in a year how many weeks are there? We consider 52 weeks, right? So it should be divided on that basis when it is given in a weeks. Adhe month ali koche divided by 12. If they have given in a days ali koche, it is 360 days or 365 days. So on that basis, so if they have given in a month, year and all they have given in a month, so divided by 12. So here last, sundry expenses paid quarterly. Quarterly in the sense, if you consider year as a circle, this is a year, quarterly. So in a year, how many months are there? 12 months, right? So half year means 6 months. So it is, they have said they have paid in a quarterly, that means 3 months paid quarterly. So we have simplified each aspect into current asset and current liability. So we know which and all items are current asset and current liability. So coming to the solution, given inventory, amount blocked up in stock. stock of materials or raw materials, that is rupees 10,000, that is current asset. Here current asset only inventory, that is stock of material 10,000 rupees. Next, stock of finished goods given, direct amount is given, that is 6,000. So stock of finished goods, that is 6,000. Next, debtors, average credit sales. When sale is there, that is we consider it as sale to a consumer. When is selling on the base of sales. Inland sales, that is for 8 weeks credit. So here inland sale, given inland sale how much rupees? Inland sale 8 weeks credit, that is 3 lakh rupees. So inland sale 3 lakh into 8 divided by 52. As it is given in a week, weekly kottidrinda divided by 52. So 46,153. Next, export sale for 2 weeks. Export sales for 2 weeks, that is also given in weeks, so divided by 52, amount 80,000. So export sale 80,000 into 2 divided by 52, that is given in a week, so 52, that is equal to 3,077. Next, remaining lag in a payment, or that is outstanding. So all these are current liabilities. So let's say one item is left over current asset, that is payment in advance, that is prepaid sundry expenses, that is paid quarterly. Half yearly ಅಂದರೆ 6 months ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ 3 months, that is quarterly 3 months, 3 divided by 12, that is equal to, so here prepaid sundry expenses given 10,000 into 3 divided by 12 quarterly, that is equal to 2,500. So total of current asset is 67,730, that is our gross working capital. Gross working capital is equal to 67,730. Next, coming to current liabilities, which and all are the liabilities, we'll see one by one. Wages for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, as it is given in a weeks divided by 52, 2,50,000 into, so wages 2,50,000 into 2 divided by 52 given in weeks, that is equal to 9,615. Next, purchase of raw material. So concern ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ, raw material ಅನ್ನು purchase ಮಾಡಿದೆ. So they are lag in the payment for how many months? 2 months. Outstanding for 2 months, rupees 50,000. So when it leads to purchase of raw material, leads to credit. So credit of rupees, so purchase of raw material for 2 months, that is credit of rupees 50,000. Therefore credit is 50,000 into 2 divided by 12, they have given in a month, that is equal to 8,333. Next, rent and loyalty outstanding for 6 months. Again, amount given is 10,000. So rent and royalty 10,000 into 6 divided by 12, that is equal to 5,000. Next, salary of clerical staff or clerical staff's outstanding is for 1 month, that is current liability, 5,000. So here salary of clerical staff 5,000 into 1 divided by 12, that is equal to 417. So last item, miscellaneous expenses, outstanding expenses for 2 months, that is current liability of rupees 50,000. So here miscellaneous expenses 50,000 into 2 divided by 12, that is equal to 8,333. So total of current liabilities 31,698. So current asset and current liability, that is A minus B, is equal to 36,032. So in the beginning of, they have said you are instructed to add 20% of contingency. So current asset minus current liability plus 20% for contingency. So upon this 36,032 into 20% upon that, that is equal to 7,206. So total net working capital is equal to 36,032 plus 7,206, that is equal to 43,238. So that is the total net working capital.